In today's video, we are talking about the SpaceX missions and latest success, so watch the complete video. SpaceX, Space Exploration Technologies Corp. SpaceX is an American spacecraft manufacturer, launcher, and a satellite communications corporation headquartered in Hawthorne, California. It was founded in 2002 by Elon Musk with the stated goal of reducing space transportation costs to enable the colonization of Mars. The company manufactures the Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Starship launch vehicles, several rocket engines, Cargo Dragon and Crew Dragon spacecraft, and Starlink communications satellites. SpaceX is developing a satellite internet constellation named Starlink to provide commercial internet service. In January 2020, the Starlink constellation became the largest satellite constellation ever launched, and as of December 2022 comprises over 3,300 small satellites in orbit. The company is also developing Starship, a privately funded, fully reusable, super heavy-lift launch system for interplanetary and orbital spaceflight. It is intended to become SpaceX's primary orbital vehicle once operational, supplanting the existing Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Dragon fleet. It will have the highest payload capacity of any orbital rocket ever built on its debut, which is scheduled for early 2023 pending a launch license. SpaceX's achievements include the first privately developed liquid propellant rocket to reach orbit around Earth, the first private company to successfully launch, orbit, and recover a spacecraft, the first private company to send a spacecraft to the International Space Station, the first vertical takeoff and vertical propulsive landing for an orbital rocket booster, first reuse of such booster, and the first private company to send astronauts to orbit and to the International Space Station. SpaceX has flown and landed the Falcon 9 series of rockets over 100 times. Vision statement. SpaceX's vision statement is to advance the future. This is, however, not the official vision statement, but rather an implied one based on the primary objectives and developmental trend of the company. Essentially, this statement talks about the leadership position assumed by SpaceX in everything it does. It relates to the following components. 1. Innovations. Coming up with advanced and state-of-the-art space designs is basically everything SpaceX does. As a privately owned space technological company, it rivals other state-owned corporations in this area. In fact, SpaceX has given rise to outstanding innovations, making it a revered company in the contemporary era because of the hope it has kindled in the human race. For instance, it boasts of being the inventor of Falcon Heavy, one-of-a-kind spaceship with a capacity that far outshines that of 737 jetliners. 2. Advancing the future. SpaceX satisfies this component in its implied vision statement by focusing all its strategies towards finding ways to enable people to live on other planets. The company has clearly shown that it is not focused on the immediate gratification of the needs of its clients, which is the human race, and instead looks to meet their future needs now. It does this by constantly contributing to the space technology through innovations, as shown in how it satisfies the first component in its vision statement. SpaceX's mission statement analysis. SpaceX has a mission statement that is a vision and ambition perceived by its owner and CEO, Elon Musk. You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great, and that's what being a spacefaring civilization is all about. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past. And I can't think of anything more exciting than going out there and being among the stars. And Elon Musk. That said, here is a complete analysis of the SpaceX mission statement. Making the next leap in human evolution. The last time human life made an evolution was when mankind came down from the caves and started dwellings in what we call towns and cities. However, SpaceX is transparent, without shame or doubt, that it wants to take the next leap. The idea is to enable humans to start living on other planets apart from our mother planet Earth. Revolutionizing space technology. Space technology has been around for many decades. However, SpaceX made it its mission to find a significant breakthrough. As a matter of fact, the company has made it through and given the space and communication industry some major breakthroughs to pave the way for future space travel. Improving quality of life. While others may see this mission statement as a line from a Star Trek monologue, however, SpaceX actually wants to improve human life. The idea is to create an alternative habitat for humans. This will help mankind escape the aftermaths of depleting natural resources and overpopulation. However, the company is not only about interplanetary travel and making life possible and better on Mars and other planets. SpaceX has shown dedication towards our own planet Earth and feels sensitive about environmental sustainability and conservation. Making history. SpaceX has gained worldwide attention for a series of historic milestones. It is the only private company capable of returning a spacecraft from low Earth orbit. And in 2012, our Dragon spacecraft became the first commercial spacecraft to deliver cargo to and from the International Space Station. And in 2020, SpaceX became the first private company to take humans there as well. Click through the timeline above to see some of our milestone accomplishments. SpaceX facilities. Building facility. SpaceX designs and builds its reusable rockets and spacecraft at its headquarters in Hawthorne, California. As a company, SpaceX is vertically integrated, building the vast majority of the vehicle on the Hawthorne campus. SpaceX headquarters remains one of the few facilities in the world where you can see an entire launch vehicle or spacecraft come together under one roof. Testing facility. SpaceX tests its engines, vehicle structures, and systems at a 4,000-acre state-of-the-art rocket development facility in McGregor, Texas. Outfitted with 16 specialized test stands, the facility validates for flight every Merlin engine that powers the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets and every Draco thruster that controls the Dragon spacecraft. Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, Space Launch Complex 40. The site's location on the southeast coast of the U.S. provides access to a wide range of low and medium inclination orbits, frequently used by communications and Earth-observing satellites, and by supply missions to the International Space Station. The site also allows access to geostationary orbits, as well as departures to the Moon and interplanetary destinations. Kennedy Space Launch Complex 39A. SpaceX is honored to launch from Kennedy Space Center's historic Launch Complex 39A, home of the Apollo and Space Shuttle programs. In addition to commercial satellite launches and space station resupply missions, LC-39 supports crew launches of the Dragon spacecraft. Vandenberg Air Force Base Space Launch Complex 4 East. The site's location on the California coastline provides customers with access to high inclination and polar orbits. Frequently used by satellite communication constellations, defense intelligence, and Earth-observing satellites, and some lunar missions. Launches from Vandenberg, heading straight south, traverse open ocean, all the way to the Antarctic, by which time the vehicles have long since reached orbit. Starbase. SpaceX is building the world's first commercial launch site designed for orbital missions at Starbase in Texas. Starbase is where build and test development for Starship vehicles takes place. If you love similar content like this, take a look at my other videos. And if you like it, please smash the like button. If you have further questions, feel free to comment down below. See you in the next video.